Since it's Cowboys week, now is the perfect time to articulate officially one of my favorite conspiracy theories. And it's not even that big of a conspiracy theory. That's why we didn't even bring out the tinfoil hat like we usually do, because it's what it was going to be. Bottom line, the Vikings beating the Saints in the wild card round of the playoffs for the 2019 season significantly altered head coaching history, because if the Vikings had lost to the Saints, Zimmer would be in Dallas, dumbass Mike McCarthy would be in Cleveland, and Kevin Jerome Ezekiel Stefanski would be the head coach of the Super Bowl winning Minnesota Vikings. Well, maybe not that last part, but Stefanski would still be here. So let's go through the timeline. January 2nd, 2020, Browns interview Mike McCarthy. They just pulled the plug on Freddie Kitchens after 1 year, as they're wont to do. January 5th, Vikings beat the dumbass Saints 26-20 in overtime, the walkout round. Woo! January 7th, 2 days later, Mike McCarthy officially hired as Cowboys head coach. Now, Jason Garrett was fired on the 5th, except he had been dead man walking for quite some time. And now, January 13th, 2020, Stefanski hired as Browns head coach after the Vikings were knocked out of the playoffs by the Niners, whatever. And then July 24, 2020, Zimmer given a 3-year extension. And now the timeline makes sense given the events that went down. Like, how can you fire Mike Zimmer after he just won a playoff game and he was heading to a lame duck year, so you gave him an extension? Also, the Cowboys, it made sense that they hung on to Jason Garrett until they could finally secure their guy. But once it was clear that the Vikings were getting Zimmer, see you later, and then they settled for Mike McCarthy. But what if, I can't say it, but what if the Vikings lost to the Saints, which everyone in the mound thought that they were gonna because they're 8-point underdogs? Jerry Jones, who loves him some Zim from their time in Dallas when Zim was DB coach and defensive coordinator, he was ready to pounce on Zimmer if and when the Vikings fired him, or if the Vikings knew that there was a market and Dallas was champing at the bit to get them some Mike Zimmer, a little bit of trade compensation. How about a 3rd round pick? It's happened before. Head coach has been traded. Look at Gruden. You look at Belichick from back in the day. And the Vikings then stay in-house, elevates Stefanski to head coach. They clearly saw that he was an up-and-coming offensive-minded head coaching talent. He and Kirky boy, that connection is tight. Stefanski keeps Andre Patterson on as defensive coordinator, keeps Little Coobs on as OC, and you basically have the same team as now, as is constituted, but with Stefanski as head coach instead of Zimmer, which, you know. And then the Browns settle for Mike McCarthy, a.k.a. the grown-up version of the kid from Up, who may have already been fired after 1 year. We don't really know, but Browns are going to Browns. So like I said, I don't even label it a conspiracy theory, because that's exactly what would have happened if the Vikings had lost to the Saints. But it'd be what it be. Roll with the one that you're with. Zimmer, woo! Let's go. Kick some Mike McCarthy's ass. By the way, Mike McCarthy is the only person who can unite this divided country, because everyone agrees. Everyone agrees. But let us know your thoughts on our thoughts. Are we correct, which we are, or are we just completely out to lunch? Who knows? But let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Venmo, pay that man his money. But until next time, Skol, production value.